myself in, man. They put a warrant out for me, man. So just so you won't get on the internet playing with my name and get talking about all that other talking about all them games and all go to jail and get out of jail and all that old. You go out of jail, you gonna get back out. You the only guy know can get with that bitch and get right back out in 10 minutes. Boy, I am not you. You just, hey man, you just got caught like 4 times in a row. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what the feds got you working for me with, bro. We ain't finna do all this shit. Long story short, man, they gave me like $125,000, $150,000 bond.
You shot straight, but you shot late. High level. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Say man, hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now I'm back at you with a fast one, just like the last one. And Finesse 2tymes is back in the headlines again, you guys. And he said he had to turn himself in because law enforcement was obviously looking for him for something. And this is what he had to say on social media. He posted about it. He said, small walkthrough, 10 hours in and out. Big misunderstanding. But I had a few thinking hours, and first thing I thought was, this is a definition of money and peace. Left a legendary interview and had to drive 8 hours to turn myself in. Now, the interview I believe he's talking about is with Manny Fresh and Juvenile, okay? He sat down with them and he had a interview with them, and I have the pictures and a couple of videos from that interview. And while I went through the process, and I thought, damn, money and peace. And I believe that if I continue to speak it into the universe, it will come. This is why I can and won't fail, because I strive for greatness. I keep it real with who keeps it real with me, my morals and principles intact, and I'm getting better every day. 100. Shout out to Juva the Great and Manny Fresh for having me on the new 400 podcast show about to come out. Hashtag money and peace, hashtag loyalty over love. My life real. And it's just that you know me and I don't know you. Now, Finesse 2tymes turned himself in for a warrant related to some drug charges that we all know and seen, 2 months back to back. He was arrested for those drugs, and maybe this is where this whole ordeal stems from, obviously, right? But he's saying this is a misunderstanding, and it was just 10 hours that he was there, but obviously they had him in there for 10 hours. He was supposed to be there, right? But at the end of the day, Finesse tried to, tell people that, hey, man, look, I got to go turn myself in, and I don't want to hear nothing about me getting right out and, this and that and this, right? So he already anticipated the people saying this because of what, Brazy was saying about Finesse going to jail, getting right out, working with the feds and all this here, allegedly according to Brazy. And I played that in the clip in the beginning of the video. So this is why Finesse hurried up and, he tried to put out the video before he actually had to turn himself in, stating this, like, letting people know, letting the audience know, hey, man, don't troll me about this, but it was already too late.
I turned myself in, man. They put a warrant out for me, man. So just so nigga won't get on the internet playing with my name and get talking about all that other shit, talking about all them games and all nigga go to jail and get out of jail and all that old hating ass shit. We ain't finna do all that shit. Long story short, man, they gave me like $125,000, $150,000 bond. I got way too much shit going on. Family going against me. I can't lose, cause I can't win, cause you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna win though. You know what I'm saying. It's all good. I'm going through this shit for a reason. You hear me? Already hating on me. I can't win. Every time you look up a nigga hating on me. You know what I'm saying? Won't post a nigga music though. Won't share a nigga shit. Won't comment. Won't like nothing. Won't show a nigga no love. Won't do nothing. But then it's quick to speak on some bad shit.
People want to know how in the hell, right, did he go to jail again, right? And then get out so quickly in 10 hours. Now, Brazy said Finesse go to jail and get out in 10 minutes, right? Well, 10 hours seems like 10 minutes to people who've been in there over 48 hours, over 24 hours, right? So, this right here is real quick, man. And you know, people started trolling him, asking him how did he get out so fast? You know, what's going on? But say, man, hey, man, don't take my word for it. Let's go to the comment section, man, and see how they, you know, on Finesse ass like booty hair about him going in and getting right out. Somebody said, how the f you keep getting out, bro? And then somebody replies to that comment and says, I'm guessing Honeycomb right. I ain't beefing with nobody who go to jail and get out in 10 minutes. Finesse, look, somebody hit you with your own lyrics. They say, went to jail, came home, went right back. That man working, I say. Wow. And then somebody replied, said, hey, man, really suspicious. That's suspicious. But the comment that did it for me was when somebody said, nigga went and met with his FBI handler and turned over some recordings. Well, I'll be damned for this. Hey, man, this is what people think about you, man. And this is all because you keep going to jail, getting out, coming home, going to jail, and getting out right back again. Hey, man, that's the top comment, man. Nigga went and met with his FBI handler and turned over some goddamn recordings. Man, say, man, the internet is undefeated, man. And Finesse, you can't defeat the internet, man, you know. So that's why you had to do that disclaimer before you turned yourself in about, you know, because you knew you was going to get right out. Nigga knew he was going to get right on out, man. And everybody was going to have something to say, right? God damn. Wow. So, yeah, man, it's very suspicious, though, Finesse, you know, that this keeps occurring this way. Continuing with the comments, somebody says that don't make sense at all about, you know, him saying he had to turn himself in just for 10 hours, just to walk in and walk out. It's a misunderstanding. It's not making sense to some people, Finesse. So then somebody, they responded with the police emojis, and that's definitely not a good look if they're saying you the police, right? Then somebody comments with the laughing emoji saying, wish my luck was this good. Now, to give y'all more context on what took place, the Double XL article reads like this. It says, Finesse 2tymes was booked into the Harrison County Jail in Texas today. He was reportedly taken into custody for an outstanding warrant. So he did have a warrant. Double XL confirms through Harrison County Jail records that the rapper was booked and released on November 20th. His short time in jail today stems from a prior arrest for various drug charges in Texas on October 20th. Right? And notice it said his short time in jail. And he did say it was 10 hours, so that was very short, man. Just like 10 minutes, right? The 8 charges include possession of marijuana, tampering with evidence, and possession of a prohibited substance inside a correctional facility. The charges also had a $119,000 surety bond total attached to them. Before he turned himself in, the Memphis native went on his Instagram story to clear up any issues he felt would be attached to his name with this recent legal problem. He also said his family is going against him and people are hating on him. So just like I mentioned earlier, yeah, he was trying to get in front of this whole ordeal. He tried to do a little campaign about, you know, people might want to troll him. And, you know, this is exactly how it turned out, being that he even, you know, brought light to it, right? But he knew that this was going to hit the blog. So he had to try to, you know, smooth things out before people started calling him the police, working with the law enforcement, right? When I was looking at your page, Finesse, I found it very, very interesting and suspicious that you put up a photo of you doing the one-eyed symbolism.
Icons. Celebrities covering one eye who are sworn to secrecy to mislead the masses into a life of negativity by way of destructive behaviors, i.e. drugs, sex, violence, etc. Most of these celebrities you see in the music industry and in Hollywood have taken a sworn oath to protect what they have going and to have you being misled by using drugs, violence, and all of these other crazy behaviors. Be careful. Beware of those who are pointing at one eye, covering one eye, or trying their best to shut down your first stop.
Wowzers. Yikes. And this right here would be an indication Yeah, you did this the same day you posted this one-eyed symbolism with your hand over your eye, right? The same day that you started promoting that song with you and JD, Money, Power, Peace, whatever it's called, okay? And y'all have a video for it now, but when you did this one-eyed symbolism, Finesse, you posted that song right after and started promoting it. So this right here lets me know that, when you look at these type of things that these celebrities are doing with this one-eyed symbolism, okay, it's an unspoken rule to many, and this is unspoken when it comes to fame, because a lot of celebrities will frequently display the evil hand signs or flash one eye in every photo shoot. And it's not always about the Illuminati, right? Sometimes it's a deliberate strategy. These symbols generate discussion, controversy, and speculation, in which in turn bring followers, streams, and headlines. And as we know, Finesse always in the headlines. Look, he keep going to jail, getting right back out, right? He going back and forth with his baby mamas and, the side chicks and all this here. And as of recently, he's been going back and forth in a beef, well, alleged beef, with Offset, okay? And now, the truth is the mystery sells, all right? And if people are debating whether you've sold your soul, you've already, you're trending on the internet, and the fame game, attention is currency, and dark symbolism is the bait. A lot of these artists have also contributed to photos on the internet with them doing the one-eyed symbolism, okay? And also actors and athletes and, just celebrities, period, partake in this. And, a lot of these people are just looking for fame. A lot of these people are looking to, be part of that club if, they're accepted. And by Finesse 2tymes, linking up with JD, Jermaine Dupri, platinum, producer, artist, he done, touched the top of the game at the, the highest peak. And now it looks like he's taking interest in Finesse 2tymes music. They linked up and did this song together. And we all know that Finesse 2tymes possibly could have did this one-eyed symbolism because he's getting closer and closer to the, the gatekeepers, like a Jermaine Dupri, right? Somebody had to give him the game. I don't know who gave him and, laced the game up, as far as, doing this unspoken rule that you have to do these symbolisms, okay? Being that he did do the one-eyed symbolism and covering up the eye. You have a lot of other symbols out there, as I'm showing in the chart now, that a lot of these other celebrities do. And it's not just the covering up the eye, it's, different ones that they do, but it's still pertaining to the eye if you really pay close attention to the symbols. Now, could we say that Jermaine Dupri is definitely somebody that would influence Finesse 2tymes? Possibly so, because Finesse 2tymes, he said that him and Jermaine Dupri's relationship, Jermaine is giving him advice and telling him how to do things. And, this could be one of the things, allegedly, that Jermaine is telling Finesse 2tymes to, promote on his platform. And he just so happened to do it the same day for the first time, covering up that one eye when he's promoting this song with Jermaine Dupri on it and produced it. So go figure. Now, a little context about the one-eyed symbolism. It says that the one-eyed symbolism in celebrity culture can represent secrecy, power, or sacrificing part of oneself for fame and wealth. Wowzers. That's what we're saying. That's what, everybody who does this type of research on this is basically honing in on this part when it comes to the celebrities and, people like a Lizzo, who explained herself one time when the fans asked her, why was she taking photos covering up one eye? And she, felt compelled to answer that question when those fans wanted to know. This is what she had to say.
I don't actually know of these photos you're talking about. I don't intentionally cover one eye a lot. And honestly, I am really careful about the imagery I put out into the world, you know, because I don't want anyone getting the wrong ideas about me. I think the Illuminati stuff is so funny because I have been on, you know, the other side of fame way longer than I have been a famous person. I was a full grown adult, you know, reading the same kind of conspiracy theories as everyone else and like believing them, you know. And then like I got to where I am today, and maybe it's because I just mind my business. I don't do nothing. I don't be going to parties and I don't do stuff like that. But I don't really believe any of those conspiracy theories anymore about, like, you know, the Illuminati and all that stuff. I mean, for the record, no, I'm not. And I don't cover my eye for some like secret reason. I don't even know what photos you're talking about, but I have debunked a lot of things since being in this position.
Now, this article also goes on to say that with some interpretations linking it to the all-seeing eye symbol or a loss of soul, it can also be deliberate strategy to generate controversy and attention, as I told y'all earlier, right? And as symbols create discussion and mystery, which drives traffic and headlines, and some religious interpretations see a single eye as a symbol of faith or the eye of faith, which others see as a form of half blindness to the truth and Luciferianism. Wowzers. And symbolism and the theories behind this is that hiding one eye is sometimes interpreted as becoming half blind to the truth and can represent sacrificing a part of oneself for material gain. So all this really means the same thing, is, you know, what I'm getting from the reading. And since the eyes are the windows to the soul, this gesture symbols that, you know, partial or total loss of one's soul is essentially a symbol for the Illuminati, who practices Luciferian doctrine and worships Satan, just to be clear. Wow. These techniques are the one eye symbolism, are evidence of what the artists represent and are willing to represent publicly as a means to conveying their support of the Illuminati and their agenda. Now, no way, shape, form, or fashion am I saying Finesse 2tymes is trying to get into the Illuminati, right? Or has been chosen by the Illuminati in any type of way. All I'm saying is, by him doing that one-eyed symbolism, like I just read to you, this causes, you know, discussion. This causes and brings controversy, right? It drives traffic to his Instagram and social media pages. So this is exactly what he could be doing, right? Now, Finesse 2tymes was down in Atlanta when he posted all this and did that one-eyed symbolism. Was promoting that song with him and Jermaine Dupri. He was in Atlanta at the time, and he wrote this and posted it on his social media, on his Instagram. And this also lets me know that Finesse 2tymes might, you know, had a talking to by some of the elites. And this is what he had to say. It says, in the game we in, it's all about money. Ain't that the truth? It's all about who hot and on top in today's time. And I get it, but I don't respect it. Wow, really? Well, we can definitely see why he would be saying this. Did somebody tell him, right, the real rules to the game and how to, you know, rise to the top and the things he would have to do, meaning, hey, the one-eyed symbolism that he had to do for the very first time. All of a sudden, he goes on to say, second time linking with the OG at Jermaine Dupri, one of the most genuine dudes I met since I've been doing this. I want to give you your flowers in front of the world. OG, you helped me open my eyes to a lot of things. See, that right there is encrypted. But if you know what he's saying, you know what he's saying. So if Jermaine Dupri is already at where Finesse 2tymes is trying to get to, right? Jermaine already has all the money, power, peace, and respect. So if he's teaching finesse these things, he's telling them how to get there and how to reach it, right? He's opening up his eyes to these things. He could very well be, schooling finesse on these hand gestures, these rituals, these symbolic meanings of things to get him to where he need to be in the game. And it goes on to say, even gave me good encouraging words when it came to my mama. 100. You forever got my respect for that. Money and peace. Okay. So I guess it's just money and peace, not money, power and peace. But anyway, nevertheless. So this right here definitely gives us more sight as to why Finesse 2tymes is allegedly doing the one-eyed symbolism all of a sudden now that he's got closer to somebody that's alleged gatekeeper in the music industry, Jermaine Dupri. And on the caption of that picture that he's doing the one-eyed symbolism on, because everything means something, he says this. He wrote, I would love to go back to when we played as kids, but things changed, and that's the way it is. And these are words from a Tupac song, as we know. But, if you really think about it, with him doing this one-eyed symbolism and saying, he wish he can go back to when, things were and when they was kids, but things changed. And that's the way it is. So the change is, allegedly, supposedly, he then came into some knowledge of how to, gain more fame and more money with this alleged symbolism that he might be, seen doing more frequently now. And as we just seen, he just said he did the interview with Manny Fresh and Juvenile. So, that right there is showing us he's getting himself and positioning himself in the right rooms with the right people. Pause. Okay. And this right here, is definitely looked at as a power play. So whatever Finesse 2tymes has been told, how to take his career to the next level, it looks like he's definitely using these tactics to get there. So for my research and what we just went through about Finesse 2tymes going to jail, coming home, going to jail again, and getting right back out again, all this here is controversy. All this here is, stuff that's going to drive traffic to his platforms and cause more attention, make more money, right? So this is good, so this is what I'm seeing, happening from this whole ordeal that's going on in Finesse 2tymes life with, these legal matters. And so, we shall see how it unfolds for him if he's out here, doing these type of gestures, these hand symbolisms, right? These rituals, as they call them. We definitely will see if he's progressing. So we have to keep tuning in to see if he, continuously does this one-eyed symbolism, covering his eye, things of that nature, and the other symbols that I showed as well. Yeah, man. So we'll just keep our eye on this, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments section, man. Do y'all think Finesse 2tymes finally got to the breaking point where he actually broke down and gave in to the elites, right? Gave in to being groomed, pause, by these gatekeepers, right? People who have, the influence and the power to get him and take his career to the next level.
Hey, why you gotta turn yourself back in? What was the whole thing of turning yourself back in? Did the jail do it or the bail bonds did it?
It's the bail bond. It ain't the jail, bro. It's the bail bond. So, boom. The situation was violent.
Right.
So what happened was the nigga who running this small town for the bail bondsman, he seen the situation go viral,
right,
and decided to come make my bond.
Right.
But Sugar done already found a bail bondsman to come make my bond. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These folks said, hey, let us get the bond. We just want him to shout us out.
Right.
We gonna let him out.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, man. I'm in
You in there, yeah.
So boom, now I get released. That's all I know. I get released. But I know brother got my money and shit, and
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get out of jail anyway.
Right.
Scared. So when I get out of jail, I see the nigga, the black dude. I'm like, I look at him, I'm trying to make sure he here for me. And then I'm like, he like, yeah, I just made the bond. So I shake his hand, I'm looking for my folks now. So we get out there, a white lady bumped into us.
Yeah, yeah.
So all of a sudden, him and the white lady they got to arguing. She like, you trying to steal my client? So I'm like, what the fuck going on? So he like, now I'm just gonna charge you $7,000. The bond was $125,000, $150,000. I'm just gonna charge you $7,500 to get out. Woo woo. So the lady like, well, I'm doing your bond for free. Just come to my office and sign the paperwork. I'm doing your bond for free. If he get off the bond, I'm just gonna get on the bond. So I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point. I ain't finna just give a nigga $8,000 and I got a motherfucker right here saying that they finna let me out for free. Is you?
Yeah.
Is you? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, so I went to the woman's office, signed the paperwork, did my shit. I thought that shit was over with. 3 weeks later, here it is. I got a warrant for my arrest because.
But did you shout him out?
Did I shout the people out?
Yeah.
She tried to help me, but it won't work.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, these niggas run the city for the bonds and shit. So now he made it to where I had to go through his. I got
Right
to go
now.
through Marshall. I couldn't do a transfer bond.
Yeah.
So basically, that's why I had a problem. Yeah.
So the black nigga, you gotta go to the black company.
Nah, I'm going through a black lady, but
Yeah,
she
yeah.
going through a different insurance company.
Yeah.
So my bond paid. I already sent the money. I already zealed the money.
Yeah.
Zealed everything. All she got. I talked to the judge.
Yeah.
Like the judge called me and was like, hey, like, yeah, I'm gonna keep your bond the same. Just turn yourself in. We understand there was a misunderstanding. And shit, it's over with. All I gotta do now is just go down there and get this shit out of me. So I get to doing these shows and shit. I'm just glad this shit ain't go big while I was moving.
Yeah, because the world gonna think you just got caught with all this shit again. You know what I'm saying?
I know
They
it.
damn nigga probably gonna put fentanyl on you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They damn nigga think.
So it's, I said, man, make sure you call prophecy.
Yeah.
We gotta get all this lined up.
Yeah.
I said, and we're gonna shoot a video.
And until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deep in the Buddha, her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.